Hello friends, welcome to my Ace Aero Study channel. Today we are going to discuss about our new topic, that is aurora. In this section we will discuss about what is aurora. The second one is about the origin of aurora. The third one is the formation of aurora. The fourth one is what are the northern and southern lights. The fifth one is why does aurora happen in the north. Then we will discuss about where we can see aurora. After that we will discuss about what causes the colors and patterns. The next one is about facts of northern lights or aurora. And the last topic is mythological relations of aurora. Now the question arises in our mind that what is an aurora? An aurora is sometimes referred as polar lights, also known as northern lights or sometimes called as southern lights, which is a natural light display in the earth's sky, predominantly seen in the highest latitude regions. Auroras are the result of disturbance in the magnetosphere caused by solar wind. Now let's see the origin of the aurora. The origin of the aurora begins on the surface of the sun when solar activity ejects a cloud of gases, which is also called as coronal mass ejection. If one of these reaches Earth, taking about 2 to 3 days, it collides with the Earth magnetic field. This field is invisible, and if you could see its shape, it would make Earth look like a comet with a long magnetic tail, stretching a millions miles behind the Earth in the opposite direction of the Sun. When a coronal mass ejection collides with the Earth magnetic field, it causes complex changes to happen to the magnetic tail region. These changes generate currents of charged particles, which then flow along lines of the magnetic force into the polar regions. These particles are boosted in energy in Earth's upper atmosphere, and when they collide with oxygen and nitrogen atom, they produce dazzling auroral light. The aurora often appear as a curtains of light, but they can also be arcs or spirals, often following lines of forces in Earth's magnetic field. Most are green in color, but sometimes you will see a hint of pink, and a strong display might also have red, violet, and white colors. The light typically are seen in the far north, the nation bordering the Arctic Ocean, Canada, and Alaska, Scandinavian countries, Ireland, Greenland, and Russia. But a strong display of this light can be extended down into more southerly latitudes in the United States. And of course, the light have a counterpart at Earth's south polar region. Okay. Now in this image you can see that when the charged particles from the sun strikes air molecules in Earth's magnetic field, they cause those molecules atom to be in excited state, and the molecules gives off light as they calm down. Okay. The colors in the aurora were also a source of mystery throughout human history, but science say that different gases in Earth's atmosphere gives off different colors when they are excited. Oxygen gives off the green color of the aurora. For example, nitrogen causes blue or red colors. Okay. When charged particles from the sun strikes atoms in Earth's atmosphere, they cause electron in the atom to move to a higher energy state. When the electron drop back to a lower energy state, they release a photon, which is called light. This process creates the beautiful aurora or northern lights. Okay. So aurora are the result of disturbance in the magnetosphere caused by solar wind. These disturbances are sometimes strong enough to alter the trajectory of charged particles in both solar wind and magnetospheric plasma. These particles mainly electrons and protons, participate into the upper atmosphere. The resulting ionization and excitation of atmospheric constituents emit light of varying color and complexity. The form of the aurora occurring within bands around both polar regions, which is also dependent on the amount of acceleration imparted to the precipitating particles. Precipitating protons generally produce optical emission as incident hydrogen atom after gaining electron from the atmosphere. Proton aurora are usually observed at lower latitudes. Okay. Now the next one is, what are the northern lights? The northern lights, due to the astronomical phenomena which is also called as polar light, as I have said that is aurora polaris, are shaft or curtains of colored light visible on occasion in the sky. Polar light, that is aurora polaris, are a natural phenomena found in both the northern and southern hemisphere that can be truly awe-inspiring. Northern lights are also called by the scientific name aurora borealis, and the southern lights are also called as aurora australis. Now the next one is, why does aurora happen in the north? The northern lights are actually the result of collision between the gaseous particles in the Earth's atmosphere with the charged particles released from the sun's atmosphere. Okay. However, the Earth's magnetic field is weaker at the either poles, and therefore some particles enter the Earth's atmosphere and collide with gas particles. Now the question arises in your mind that, can we see them anywhere? The answer is like, yes, exactly. They are more frequent at higher altitude and places like Alaska, Canada and Antarctica, closer to the Earth's poles. Occasionally, they have been seen closer to the equator and even as far south as Mexico. To view them, look in the direction of the closest pole, that is the northern horizon in the northern hemisphere, the southern horizon in the southern hemisphere. Okay. Now the important question is, what causes the colors and patterns? The answer is, colors and patterns are from the types of ions or atoms being energized as they collide with the atmosphere and are affected by lines of magnetic force. Display may take many forms, including rippling curtains, pulsating globes, traveling pulses, or steady glows. Altitude affect the color. Blue, violet or red color below 60 miles, that is about 100 km. Above 150 miles, that is about 240 kilometers, ruby reds appear. Now let's have a look on the facts of aurora. The first one is, aurora has been observed since ancient times. The height of the display can occur up to 1000 km, that is about 620 miles, although most are between 80 to 120 kilometers. Aurora tend to be more frequent and spectacular during high solar sunspots activity, which cycles over approximately 11 years. Swedish Lapland and northern Norway are located under the auroral oval, that is about 60 degree and 70 degree of latitudes. The aurora is most visible beneath this oval. Now the next one is, the electrical activity of northern lights transmit crackling noises over radio receivers. These auroras can also be observed on planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune and Uranus. The next one is, the best time to see the aurora borealis is between September and March, when the northern sky is at its darkest. Now here are some facts on ancient Greece and Romans that relates aurora. Let's find out. The first one is, aurora borealis derived from the Greek words. Exactly. Now the second one is, aurora sisters of Helios and Selene, known as the sun and the moon. Is it so? The third one is Aurora raced across the sky in her chariot to alert the new day. The fourth one is Romans delivered Aurora was the goddess of dawn. And the last one is Greeks and Romans had similar belief as to what the northern lights resembled. Now friends, there is a question for you. What is the capital of Aurora tourism?